हेलो एवरीवन। इस वीडियो में हम क्लोज गैप फिलिंग की प्रैक्टिस करने वाले हैं। उसके लिए हम क्लास 8 की बीबीसी में से गैप फिलिंग की प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, जो कि 7 मॉड्यूल में हमें मिलती है। तो इसमें हम क्लासरूम असाइनमेंट 95, प्रैक्टिस असाइनमेंट 29 और होमवर्क असाइनमेंट 36 सॉल्व करेंगे। क्लोज गैप फिलिंग exercise has short text with blanks which have to be filled in with one word each, such that the entire paragraph makes complete sense and is grammatically accurate. Remember, read the paragraph carefully before attempting to fill in the blanks. Form a general idea about the paragraph. Generally, the blanks are filled up with articles, prepositions, modals, verbs, nouns, relative pronouns, adjectives, conjunctions, auxiliaries, pronouns, determiners, etc. In other words, gaps are filled with grammar words. Take care of the tense in which the paragraph is written. That will help you in filling up the gaps. Make sure that the verbs agree with their subjects in number and person as well as the aspect of the tense. तो सबसे पहले टाइप 1 देखेंगे. Take the best word from the options given to complete the following passages. First, most parents express their anxiety over the lack of communication between them and their children. Some of them are so busy in their profession that they don't have enough time for their child. The lonely child has only servants for company. To maintain constant interaction between one another, parents must encourage community-oriented hobbies in which the whole family participates. Second, Arundhati Roy is an activist who focuses on issues related to social justice, economic inequality. She won the Booker Prize in 1997 for her novel God of Small Things and has also written 2 screenplays and several essays. Her writings on various issues have been a subject of major controversy in India. Third, dear Akib, what's the matter with you? You have not been coming to school for a week. The principal keeps asking about your absence. I hope things are normal. Do intimate me about your well-being. The school will dispatch a reminder to you, so you must submit your application stating the reason for absence. You need not worry about syllabus, which is covered during your absence. I will help you to complete it, Ahmed. फोर्थ देखेंगे जो कि टाइप 2 का है. यूनाइटेड वर one of the best football teams in the country. They had a lot of supporters, but their ground was very big. They wanted to build a new stadium and so started for looking for a good piece of land. They finally found it, but the problem was there was a woman living in a cottage on the land. They asked her to move, but she refused. Fifth, mathematics and music have a strange connection. Music is the only art form where the form and the medium are the same. Maths is the only science where the methods and the subject are the same. Music is only created and experienced as music. Thus, there is natural connection between maths and music. Both are experienced as pure subjects of the brain. अब हम करेंगे प्रैक्टिस असाइनमेंट 29। सबसे पहले है टाइप 1। टिक द बेस्ट वर्ड फ्रॉम द ऑप्शंस गिवन टू कंप्लीट द फॉलोइंग पैसेजेस। Dental caries or tooth decay causes gradual softening of enamel and dentine. It begins when bacteria acting on sugars produce acids that softens or demineralizes the enamel. Masses of bacterial cells together with food particles stick to the teeth to form dental plaque. Brushing the teeth after eating removes the plaque before the bacteria produce acids. If untreated, microorganisms may invade the pulp causing inflammation and infection. Second, Joe Montana's football career is a story that intrigues sports fans everywhere. From an early age, Joe loved to play all sports. He was given a football scholarship to the University of Notre Dame in Indiana. As the quarterback, he led the Fighting Irish to a national championship. Third, more tourists are returning from Gulmarg disappointed than happy these days. Hoteliers are unanimous that lack of snow has shown the place of its charm, but domestic tourists left with very limited choice as far as seeing snow is concerned are coming nevertheless, though in limited numbers. Type 2. Complete the following passages by filling in the blanks with suitable words. Write your answers in the space provided. Reena Kaushal on Thursday became the first Indian woman to sky to the South Pole, skying 8 to 10 hours a day. Mrs. Kaushal and her teammates from 7 other countries covered the frozen continent to the pole in about 40 days. Each skier towed a sledge with food and gear weighing some 80 kgs. Fifth, many folk dances are performed by ordinary people rather than professional dancers. It is very usual that on special occasions the villagers gather and sing and dance. Sometimes the folk dances are performed by professionals. Professional musicians, actors, and dancers travel from village to village to perform their dance dramas. 6. The importance of sports and games is being increasingly recognized in India from both the educational and social point of view. Today, sports have become an essential part of the curricula and regular programs are drawn up in all educational institutions to persuade as many students as possible to participate in games. 7. 22-year-old Pratik Bishnoi is on a green mission. This young lad from Sirsa has pledged to dedicate his entire life to protecting the environment. He has made posters with green slogans and pasted them at public places and in schools to create awareness about the need to save trees, respect animals and give up the use of polythene. अब हम करेंगे होमवर्क असाइनमेंट 36 ऑफ गैप फिलिंग. सबसे पहले है टाइप 1. टिक द बेस्ट वर्ड फ्रॉम द ऑप्शंस गिवन टू कंप्लीट द फॉलोइंग पैसेजेस. First, according to the reports issued by the Meteorological Office, there has been more fog this winter than the last. The Minister of Tourism fears that the delayed flights will lead to many cancellations, which in turn will mean much loss for those dependent on the tourist arrivals. Second, on a chilly, windy morning, I left my home for the airport. On the way, it began to rain. The first of the winter, good for the rabi crop, but not for a human low in spirits. In the crowded airport lounge, the loudspeakers informed us that our flight would be delayed by 1.5 hours because weather conditions had delayed its arrival from Kolkata. Type 2. Complete the following passages by filling in the blanks with suitable words. Cite your answers in the space provided. Third, the chirping of the house sparrows is seldom to be heard these days, as the population of this species is on the decrease in the region due to the spread of mobile phone towers, both legal and illegal, since times immemorial. Birds, particularly the sparrow, have enjoyed a long-lasting relationship with humans. However, things have changed and now people wake up in the mornings only to miss the twittering of birds. Fourth, is Corbett National Park, India's best known tiger sanctuary, becoming a hunting ground for party animals at the cost of real ones. A study commissioned by the Union Tourism Ministry has found that 70% of the resorts around the park are venues for weddings, rain dances, parties, and bike races rather than for avid wildlifers. Fifth, have you ever bought something you did not really need only to regret the purchase later? I admit I have, and if you are a human being, chances are that your answer will be yes too. 6. For those of us who are addicted to the laptop and the movies, graphic novels are indeed a novel way of reigniting our passion for reading. Reading a graphic novel is like reading an illustrated script. It is like reading a movie. You see a character develop with every page. Seventh, all that glitters is not gold. The apple we bite into may be wax coated, and the milk we drink may be a cocktail of chemicals, and the fish we eat may be laced of pesticides. Okay, maybe laced with pesticides. Adulterated food is so much a part of our life that we are no more sure if what we eat is safe. 8. Hibernation is a biological process by which some animals go into a deep sleep or a state of inactivity for a period of time, usually during winter. They store enough energy to last through the entire winter.